Dear readers, Samaj ka Badalta Parivesh is the topic of this chapter. Friends, our living is now very much depends on our society. We are the part of it, but most of us are not able to understand each other. This chapter will help you to touch of the today's lifestyle and a little solution to save the rest of our life. Please listen it carefully. Samaj ka Badalta Parivesh. If some special qualities are collected, then it creates a society. A society creates a civilization. As a line is written in front of you in the title, so is the basic mantra of this entire chapter. Many rural systems were also in vogue during the Vedic period, in which people of many intellectual tendencies contributed their services to the society. After the passage of time, these arrangements almost collapsed. But even today their fragrance is clearly visible in the Indian land. The society we are living in now reflects the modern lifestyle. But, if we understand the Indian rural systems, then we will clearly know that our modern era has already brought us towards such complexity. On the one hand, in which a lot of artificial facilities have been installed, on the other hand, our mentality is getting lower day by day. The society we live in always inspires us that change is necessary. When the time is changing, it invites change in our personal life as well. For this we keep getting signals from time to time. We can understand the signs only when we can remain mentally calm and healthy. This chapter will work to make you aware of both these subjects. Every person has his own perspective of seeing each society. Our approach depends on the kind of transaction we are doing with the society. Let us understand through a small example. Suppose a person had an argument with his friend on some matter. The incident is being witnessed by three different persons, first a doctor, second a policeman, and third a person related to the court. All the people are going to work faithfully on their respective posts. All three are also bound by the rules of their respective areas. When this event was taking place, these three persons saw it as eyewitnesses. The incident gradually turned into a scuffle, and both the friends even started fighting with each other. While retrieving the seat of the incident, different thoughts took birth in the mind of these three. The doctor saw the wounds of both, studied them deeply, and prepared an analysis of what kind of first aid is to be done. After that, the doctor also treated both of them with appropriate methods and discharged his duties by providing health-related medicines. Here we have seen this whole cycle of events from a medical point of view. In this incident, the policeman first tried to understand the point due to which this incident came to light, that is, it started. Taking serious cognizance of this matter, the policeman first taught a lesson of rules to both the friends. After that, the panchnama of both the acts was prepared. After that, according to the rules of the penal code, the provision of punishment was given to both of them. The third person who saw this incident was knowledgeable and trained in the judicial process, whom we also call a lawyer in business language. After determining the punishment, he tried to tell both the friends in different ways how their punishment can be minimized or eliminated. He also assured both the friends that this type of system is already determined in the court, in which the penal code can be converted into amnesty. You have seen that the way a person's work area is, he also tries to see the incident in the same way. In the same way, we keep getting signals full of information from the citizens of our society who hold different points of view. How our personal life can become a source of livelihood for others, this trend has become famous in the society in general. Just as a small fish becomes food for a big fish, that big fish becomes food for a bigger fish. In the same way, the poor class in the society donates labor for the middle class, and the middle class donates its labor for the upper class. This cycle goes on and on. But with this cycle, the poor go on getting surrounded in a deeper and deeper whirlwind of poverty, and on the other hand the rich go on getting richer and richer. The justice system of nature is same for all. But for his selfishness, man has kept the society in such a vicious circle, due to which every citizen suffers from extreme worries in his personal life. The society is trapped in such a cobweb from which it seems almost impossible to get out. But if some small things are resolved, then it can be easy to bring the society to its progress level. Basically, change should be seen in three phases. The first and foremost stage in which the difference of opinion appears. If more than one idea becomes prevalent in a society, then the society slowly starts disintegrating. It is natural to have a difference of opinion, and it also has a basis. According to the statement of the scholars, it is not a big deal to have difference of opinion, but the aim should always be the same. That is, it is natural to have difference of opinion, but there should never be any difference in mind. The changing environment in the society has affected the mindset in such a way that today differences have arisen in the minds of the people. Man uses false ostentation to show himself superior. He does not get the knowledge of what it is called to get respect in true sense. Basically, the society has drowned in these false pretenses in such a way that it has considered all religious and social duties as a symbol of its respect. But the main reason for this can be said to be the physical worklessness of the society. The kind of food that is taken, it is necessary to do physical labor of the same type. The physical strength of us people starts losing its potential when the amount of earth element inside it increases and it cannot be used. One thing should always remain in our memory, that our mind takes its form as is the food. As we discussed earlier on this topic, that everything is divided into 3 levels of Sattvik, Rajasic, and Tamasic. In the same way our deeds are also divided. That is, now the type of food we consume, we may have to give results for the same type of actions. We all use grains more in our food, so we should use more physical activities. Now, if our physical activities become less than normal, then in such a situation, we also have to face mental confusions especially. It must be appearing in your mind that in which direction we are moving. Friends, in fact we try to see the society only in the form of material resources, but we do not know the fact behind it in general. Unless we are able to identify the root, we will not be able to find any solution for the tree. The change of time should never mean that we should impose the laws of nature on nature and try to exploit it. The direct relation of the change should be seen in the technical ideology and the change in the educational system towards it. If rules have been made for the upliftment of the society, then they should also be used properly. Here in summary it can be said that a person must develop his personality at the primary level. Personality is that image which gives a momentum to the society. This speed works to give a direction and shape to the future. If instead of personality development only attention is paid to technological development, then, the decline of every society will become synonymous with a common phenomenon. Basically technology has always been humans' ally. But in the present lifestyle, man has started using technology in such a way that he has become physically weak. Almost every human being seems to be physically unwell. Children suffer from most of the diseases in childhood. The nutritional value of the food has been reduced to the taste only. We have modernized our lives with the help of various types of technological gadgets. The flow of information in the society is happening at a very fast pace. Progress is being made in every field. Manav is also creating new options with the help of technology. But even after all this, the life of all of us has been greatly affected by the crisis of our livelihood. Livelihood has also changed its form. But all of us are following those old parameters. Such systems have been developed in the society through which even a common man can become rich. But changing his mindset is proving to be a huge challenge. Thus, if a simple alternative is provided, its utility should increase. But such a mentality has taken root in the society, in which the society feels that money cannot be earned unless there is a lot of struggle. In such a situation, all the fields of charity have received a lot of strength. Many hypocrites have taken birth in the society in the name of charity. Under the guise of these hypocrisies, the amount of charity has been increased to a great extent by the people of the society. Such a practice has become prevalent that our life can be happy through charity. Hypocrisy in the form of charity, without knowledge of what is actually ethical or should be, is hollowing out the society as the amount of health here has exceeded religious rituals. It is never that this charity does not benefit the human being, but the main factor behind it is not proving effective. The trend of doing charity in our society is increasing day by day. At present, special government or non-government forums have been set up for this. Politics has become effective under the guise of charity and the general public feels cheated. Whenever there is a discussion in the society, fear appears in a large amount in the mindset of most of the people. In fact, charity, by which the background of loans is prepared and nature is healthy, is a scientific fact. It should really be a symbol of love and devotion, but it is not happening. Our book is written in this context. On the one hand, the disturbing nature of the society has become a matter of concern. On the other hand, a serious question has also arisen regarding the future. In fact, most of these types of questions enter our lives through which we lead ourselves towards a serious contemplation. Any point that appears as a question has three aspects to deal with: worry, contemplation, and solution. Worry always leads to mental anguish. The biggest downside of worrying is that our brain goes into a stressed state. Thinking means positive attitude towards that point. What happens is that if we decide that we have to get out of this dilemma, then our brain starts working in this direction. Gradually, our intellectual power also starts keeping many types of options in front of us. If we start experimenting with alternatives, in such a situation very easily we associate ourselves with a good aura. Whether we get the solution or not, but we reveal the closeness of our mind towards the solution. It cannot happen that the solution is not found at all. Time, or circumstances definitely provide their cooperation for this. Just as a farmer scatters thousands of seeds on the ground, with the sole intention that most of these seeds will germinate. With the passage of time, many seeds germinate. But it is also not possible that every germinated seed can turn into a complete plant or tree. But it is definitely possible that out of 1,000 seeds scattered, if even 1/3 sprout and take the form of a plant or the world, then the labor of the farmer is considered successful. Similarly, it is considered best to use different options to get the solution. The intellectual power required to get the answer to any question requires tireless meditation and hard work. This is the third side of that point in which we can get the exact answer to that question. The only answer or solution to this changing environment of the society is standing towards you in this direction with its face-like solution. You should only understand it objectively and work on the path built on it. It is quite clear that you will definitely give your best in the form of nature's best structure. Want to end this chapter with a small inspirational story. This story is fictional but will definitely give you a direction. All you have to do is to relate this guideline to your life. A priest used to live in a village. Complete devotion and meditation of his adorable, he used to do according to his fixed karma. He had complete assurance that if ever the time of crisis comes, his adorable will definitely come to save him. His devotion and dedication towards worship was prevalent in the village. Everyone used to say that Pujari Ji is really a true saint. But he was always worried about the fact that Pujari Ji talks like a child at some points. Once during the rainy season, excess water was collected, as a result of which one bank of the river broke. The water of the river started moving towards the village at a rapid pace. As soon as this information reached the villagers, all the people collected their belongings as much as possible and started fleeing from the village. 2 persons went to convey this information to that priest as well. The priest humbly sent him back saying that you people should go without worry, my beloved will save me. That young man left from there. The water of the river started rising in the village. After some time the village also started looking like a river. After some time the people of the rescue team reached the village with a boat so that if any person is trapped then he can be saved. He saw that the priest was sitting on the roof of his residence with a carefree attitude. The boatman took his name and reached near his roof and said that the priest should hurry up, now the water will touch the height and it will be difficult for you to survive. The priest also sent him saying that my idol will save me. The water really went on engulfing the entire village at a rapid pace. The priest climbed on the top of his roof. Then the government rescue team came there with a helicopter. One of them saw a person in the village who was actually Pujari Ji. He sent the ladder down by helicopter and requested the priest to hurry up and climb the ladder. The priest refused to climb the ladder, saying that my idol would save me. The rescue team went and demolished the priest's house in the flow of water. After death, when the soul of the priest left this world and reached other people, he met his idol there. Very angry, the priest said that what lack had I left in your devotion that you did not think it appropriate to come to my rescue. Before the priest could say anything further, his worshipper said in a mild form of anger that thrice I had sent you a signal that you should leave this place as soon as possible. But you kept refusing every time. According to the laws of nature, I can never protect anyone by coming myself, I can only show the way. Now if human intelligence does not work, then what is my fault in this? The way the situation of the priest has been shown, similarly the situation has become of our society today. We are mentally very weak. Here we feel that some divine power will come and save us. We have to once understand our mind as a teacher that whenever there is a natural calamity, all our religious places, irrespective of any sect or community, have the same effect. Hope you all have understood the secret of this chapter. If there is any person in our life who comes as a rescuer, then we should first respect him and understand the options given by him. It is not necessary to work on every option, but one definitely gets the benefit of innovative thinking. In our next chapter, we will study on the topic of modern education. Heartfelt thanks to you for the successful completion of reading the chapter. We hope that you have got some real touch knowledge from this topic. If you think that this book is really valuable for you, then you can get the e-copy of this book. To get the copy, please click on the link given in the description. Now this is the time to say goodbye. The next topic is also very interesting for you. The topic is Adhunik Shiksha, that can enhance your knowledge about the current education system.